Am I the asshole for telling a woman at the gym that she's embarrassing herself? I go to the gym a lot. About 6-ish months ago, I noticed a woman I'll call Andrea. That's not her name, but it will be for the rest of this post. I don't know if Andrea started going to the gym 6 months ago or if that's when I just noticed her. Full disclosure, I spoke to her first, but I had no way of knowing what the result would be. A lot of the machines at the gym have little entertainment systems attached to them that can access local channels. I got on the treadmill and realized that the TV on the treadmill wasn't working. Andrea was walking past and I said, "Hey, do you know if there's an issue with the cable? This TV isn't working, but I don't know if it's just this one or all of them." She said the same thing happened to her on a different machine. I thanked her. That was a whole interaction. A week later, she asked me for some electrolyte powder for her water. I said I didn't have any. She was cool with that and asked me how long I'd been coming to the gym and what I did for work. I answered and returned her question. She said that she was new to the area and worked in private security. We had a few more chill conversations after that. 6 weeks ago, she asked me out. For reasons I won't get into here, I wasn't interested. I declined. She said not to worry about things being awkward at the gym if we don't work out. I said that wasn't the issue, just not looking to date right now. She kept talking to me, and at first I kept talking to her, but I started to think something might be wrong and started avoiding her. 2 weeks ago, she walked up to me while I was on a machine with only one way to properly dismount that involved stepping into where she was standing. She asked if I was avoiding her. I said I was and apologized. I said I just don't want to date right now. She said I don't have to avoid her to not date her. I said okay. I kept avoiding her though. Tonight, while I was working out, she confronted me again about avoiding her. I had a bad day and told her to leave me alone. She asked why I was being such a prick, and I said because I wanted her to leave me alone. I then said she was embarrassing herself and needs to stop. She put her foot on top of the weights, and I thought she was going to press down on them. So I let go of the bar very quickly, causing the weights to slam and make a loud noise. Several people looked over. She said, "Now who's embarrassing himself?" and walked away. Did I go too far by saying that? Do I owe her an apology?
I don't know. Maybe, like, I don't think so. What?
No. She was harassing him.
Yeah, I mean, do you have to
Okay.
say you're embarrassing yourself? No, but like, how many times can you say the same thing and not get a different answer? So they say it. I am confused at the beginning though, where it's like a lot of the machines at this gym have a little entertainment system attached to them and can access local
It was
channels.
just some background.
I got on a treadmill where his TV of the treadmill wasn't working. Andrew was walking by and I said, "Hey, do you know if there is an issue with the cable? This TV isn't working, but I don't know if it's one of them or all of them." Does she work there?
He probably saw her on another machine, and that's why he was asking. Is it all of them?
Oh, I get it. Cable as in like cable TV, not the cable that's plugged into his treadmill.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. I totally missed that part too.
I'm so not used to like regular TV, like being like, "Hey, was the Netflix down on all the machines?" Kind of, you know, if they're connected.
Yeah,
I think that's more what he meant. He's just like, "Was your treadmill TV working?"
Right.
Side note: one time, I usually go like do like 5 minutes warm up at the gym on the treadmill. Mm-hmm. Formula One was on because it was a Sunday. I watched that whole race.
At what gym?
It was the LA Fitness in Barrie in 2019.
Oh,
and it was
not our gym.
The Austria match where Max Verstappen and Charles Leclerc were battling for the lead. And I was on the treadmill for 45 minutes because of like the cable TV. Because I never watched Formula One.
Right.
Because I don't have like the TV planned for it. But it was on the treadmill and I was like, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
I did cardio for 45 minutes straight.
Nice.
No weights that day.
That's okay.
But I mean, yeah, how many times can you say no? And yeah, just leave me alone. I do like how she said, I don't have to avoid her not to date her. I said, okay. And then I kept avoiding her. I liked how he like low key kept that. He's like, hey, yeah, that's great. I understand. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going back to my workout.
Yeah.
And then just continue to avoid her.
Yeah. And he was very straight up with her.
That's my game plan.
Yeah.
Like avoid.
He was straight up with her that he said, I was avoiding her. Like, I am avoiding you.
Yeah.
Like
sorry,
period.
I didn't want it to be awkward. So I kind of have been avoiding you. I don't, it's not really the relationship that I want.
Yeah. So there's an update.
Not the asshole in my vote.
Okay, good. I went in early this morning for a run and told the front desk staff about Andrea putting her foot on the weights. They said they would talk to her. Then, after work, I went in again for a regular workout.
Oh my God, this guy goes to the gym two times a day?
Gym bro.
I applaud anybody who's listening. If you go to the gym 2 times a day, fuck yeah, good on you. Go in for morning cardio, then you go in for afternoon weight sessions. Like, damn.
Yeah. I was working on my legs when she walked up to my machine. The first thing she did was apologize about the weights. I don't know if someone talked to her or if that was on her own initiative. I accepted her apology and apologized for saying that she was embarrassing herself. She said she forgave me, but if I wanted to really make it up to her, I could buy her a drink, and she would buy me one too, to make up for the weights. I said maybe we should buy our own drinks, meaning separately at different places and times, and she misunderstood me and asked when and where.
I mean, no, you said the wrong thing.
I disagree.
Maybe we should buy our own drinks is like, no, you should have been more clear. Like, how about no? You said a misleading thing.
Okay, whatever. I told her I meant that I didn't want to go out with her. She said this wouldn't be a date, but a reset for our friendship. I said I didn't want to be friends. She said I was being a douche and asked what my problem is. I said the weight incident made me uncomfortable and I would rather us just give each other space. She then asked me if my problem with her is because she's Hispanic. I was so taken aback. I didn't even know she was until she said that. I said no, that she just makes me uncomfortable. She wanted me to explain what about her made me uncomfortable, and I tried to do so, but she argued with every point I made. I got frustrated and told her just stay away from me. She said fine and that I have a lot of maturing to do. Then she walked away. I'm hoping that's the end of it.
How about this? You're somebody and you go to the gym. You go to the gym, you do your workout, you don't talk to anybody, and you go home. Sound like a solid game plan?
We wouldn't be here if we did that.
Fuck.
Did you forget how we met? Did you forget our origin story?
Let me rephrase this. You go to a public gym. That's like LA Fitness, Good Life Fitness, Planet Fitness. That's not.
Why? People can meet their soulmates there.
That's not.
Doesn't matter that it was a condo gym that we met in.
All right. Let's try this again. You start talking to somebody. Somebody says, hey, I don't want to be friends. You leave them alone.
Leave them alone.
You don't drill down on like, why don't you like me? No, you're wrong about why don't you like me.
Because all I can think about if it was reverse roles, if this was a man.
Mad harassment.
Why don't you want to be friends with me? I just want to be friends. And the woman saying, no, thank you. That would be, like, people would be taking this way more seriously. Which is not cool. Because this is exactly what is happening.
Right?
He is being harassed.
Flip the script. And this is a huge issue.
This is, like, yeah, I would say, like, if this was happening to me at a gym from a man, I wouldn't want to go there anymore. Like, this would make me want to switch gyms, which, like,
100%.
is not cool.
No.
Like, this is your local gym. Like,
you gotta report it.
Why are you harassing me to the extent that I want to leave?
Someone literally says, is OP a man? Now reverse the roles. If OP was stalking a woman, dear gym management, this woman asked me out and I refused. She has been following me around, making my life miserable when I come to the gym. Last time she stepped on the weights and I let it go because I was afraid. 1, put it in writing. 2, written trial. 3, if she escalates or tries to put you in a position of blame, there is evidence she is the problem. I don't know why men don't take threats from women seriously. Like, seriously, you all need to choose the bear. Is that like saying choose the bear over the woman? I'm confused.
I don't know. Because usually, like, people say, like, choose the bear over the man, but...
Well, yeah.
Yeah, overall vote was not the asshole. Top comment was, the minute her foot went onto those weights, it became really important to report this shit. I'm sorry you stumbled across a gym stalker. So did I a few years ago, and it chased me out of the gym entirely.
Goddamn.
See, that's bullshit.
Because
that's like...
I got FOMO. I never had a stalker.
I feel like the gym is, like, the easiest place to stalk because it's, like, you know their routine. Like, you know that they will show up.
How do people got time for this stalking? Don't they have their own shit to do? Their own jobs to go to?
I mean, I kind of stalked you. I mean, we know this. After a couple times of us going to the gym at the same time, like, I did try to go at the same time to see you.
That's not stalking, though.
I know. I guess it's not.
Like,
It's definitely not.
I feel like, you know, we talk about, like, where's the line of, like,
Yeah.
endearment of, like, trying to get your spouse's attention and, like, trying to get them to go out
I
with you.
feel like
where's the line
I
and,
got
like,
lucky
that?
because you were interested, but if you weren't interested, it would be creepy.
Yeah, like, if at one, like, if I never talked to you and I never said hi and never introduced myself and you just saw me and you were like, yummy.
Yummy.
And you kept going to the gym every single time to hopefully you can just watch me. That's like
Yeah, that's different.
that's like some micro stalking.
Yeah.
My that could actually just be full on. Well, no, that would be micro stalking if you just go to the gym same time hoping that you'll watch me work out. Actual stalking would be like if you tried to like follow me outside the gym. I feel like
Yeah, that's true. Anyways,
like if public gym and you're just like, you know, there's somebody at the gym that you just like watching. I mean,
huh?
I'm just saying, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you went to the gym every single time just to watch me work out, what kind of level of stalking is that? Like, if you go to the gym, you're like, hey, you notice somebody in the gym and they're like, you're there at 3:00 on a Tuesday. So you go 3:00 on a Tuesday again and you see them and you're like running on the treadmill and they're just pumping weights at the bench and you're just like watching them. I feel like that's like micro stalking, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Don't lock eyes with them. Don't make eye contact with them.
Well, I feel like just the act of watching is weird.
Right.
Okay.
It is. It's like a little form of stalking.
Yeah. I
But
agree.
like nothing, you're allowed to look where you want to look in the gym and you're allowed to go to the gym at the time you want to go into at
You could say that for anything. Any stalkers anywhere, like people who stalk people outside in public. Like,
well, yeah.
I'm allowed to go to this cafe. I'm allowed to go on your street across your house.
But when you start going to multiple different locations on following the same person, that's stalking. But if you just go to the gym at the same time, you're like, yo, I like to watch that person work out.
That's weird.
100%.
Okay.
But it's not like stalking. It's like micro stalking.
Whatever that is. You're making words up.
I
now.
did. I was like, I made that phrase
Okay.
up. I'm just saying. Where's
There's
the line?
an update on a new post. Summary. Okay. Andrea is banned from the gym. I was running on the treadmill and watching TV. She came up to me to talk to me, and I ignored her, staring at the TV. She raised her voice, and I continued to ignore her. She reached out and pulled the safety tab on the treadmill, the one you connect to your wrist so the treadmill stops if you fall, causing the treadmill to come to a sudden stop. I tripped and fell onto the controls and TV, scratching my chin on top of the screen. I went to the front desk with Andrea following me. I told them what she did. She kept trying to interrupt me and talk over me, but the woman at the front desk told her to be quiet and wait her turn. I told her Andrea pulled out the safety tab while I was running and injured me. The woman at the front desk then asked Andrea what happened. Andrea said I was staring into the distance, like I was in some kind of fugue state, and she thought I was having a medical episode, so she pulled the tab. The woman at the front desk asked her for her membership card. Andrea didn't want to give it to her, but the woman at the front desk said if she didn't, she would ban her. Andrea gave her the card, and the woman at the front desk said to leave, and she was suspended for a month. Andrea objected and got into an argument with the woman at the front desk that escalated into Andrea calling the woman an N-word and B-word. Oh. So she was banned permanently. I hesitate to call that a happy ending because a poor gym employee had to put up with racial harassment, but I won't deny getting to watch her cut up Andrea's membership card felt good.
Andrea's a loose cannon now.
She's a hot mess, if you will.
She is a hot mess. The point where she told the person that he was like staring into the middle distance. I am just picturing running on the treadmill, sees her coming out of the corner of his eyes, tenses up a bit, and is like, oh fuck. Just keeps running on the treadmill. Or I'm just like me, I'm just like, I could picture myself like headphones in, blasting, person coming over, me just like looking at them, running. They're like just talking to me, and I'm just looking, watching, not listening. And then I just turn back and I just keep running. And they're still there. And look over at them again. And then I look back. I feel like I would have such a hard time not looking. I would need to like look at the crazy person who's like yelling at me.
See, I would have a hard time looking. I feel like that's like the non-confrontationalist in me.
Yeah, I feel like looking would probably like rattle her up even more. looking and not talking would like rile that person up.
You like to rile people up.
Love it.
Top comment on this one says, still not the asshole. Andrea proved herself to be crazy with a side of racist.
Nobody's asking who's an asshole here. He's just giving us an update on the crazy lady.
OP replied and the irony is that she accused me of being racist for not wanting to date her.
Oh, that's funny.
Wild. Andrea is a crazy woman. A hot mess on the express train.
Andrea, what are you doing? This is not a way to get a date.
All right, there's one final update. Last night, I went to a bar near my apartment to meet up with some friends. The three of us were drinking and having a good time when Andrea walked up. I never saw her enter the bar. I only noticed her when she was in front of us. She greeted me and said it was good to see me and leaned in to try to kiss me. I pushed her away from me and she fell, but one of my friends caught her. She started yelling and asking what the fuck is wrong with me. What the fuck is wrong with you? I told her to stay away from me and not come any closer. She asked if I was embarrassed of her and didn't want my friends to see her. I think she actually needs to be checked into a mental hospital. I feel like in her mind, they're like dating.
I mean, isn't that how it goes?
I said, this is the third time you've tried to assault me and I want you to stay away from me. At that point, the bouncer showed up to ask what was going on. Andrea said I pushed her. I tried to explain she tried to kiss me and is stalking me, but I was drunk and not doing a great job. My friends also tried to explain that I was innocent, but they were also drunk. Security kicked me out of the bar. My friends walked me home. I am definitely going to try to get a restraining order. This has gone way too far. I'm pissed off.
How did she find the bar he was in?
She's a crazy person.
At this point, you would have to think that she's waiting. She's waiting in her car outside the gym. And she sees him come out and she follows him.
I hope he takes this seriously. Because this is serious now.
There's a comment 9 days ago. Andrea did end up showing up to my work. She was trespassed from the facility. She showed up in the parking lot yesterday. So she was arrested. I imagine she'll post bail this morning since trespassing isn't that serious of an offense, but it is good that this is all on record.
OMG. OMG. I'm afraid for this man.
Holy.
This is why, just like, don't talk to anybody. There are crazy people out there.
Well, this would have been Teresa if I didn't freaking say, if I said I didn't want to be friends with her.
Friends?
Teresa almost went down this rabbit hole.
Could have been me. Damn, that's crazy.
I mean, it could have been any one of us. Just one decision away from being a stalker. One wrong decision.
Yeah.
One wrong thing. Right? Anybody could be anybody. Really easy for that to happen to somebody. Mm-hmm. Fall in that trap of becoming a stalker.
Becoming a stalker? No. I'm like, what? I thought you were saying being OP.
No.
Oh.
Being the stalker. You're just one bad decision away. You just follow them to one location too many. Anybody with like, if you have mental health issues, I can see how this can lead there. But if you are like mentally stable, I don't see how you can fall down that rabbit hole of like making up in your head like you want to go kiss him and saying, are you embarrassed to show me in front of your friends? Girl, you're fucking delusional. You need help. Maybe she just got a lot of confidence.
Okay, you're pissing me off.
I'm just messing with you. All right, let's get back on track.